Hi everyone, it's Alan Schimmel, DevOps TV, DevOps.com, and we're here in Nice, France for DevOps World, Jenkins World. We're live on the show floor here. I don't know if you can see people walking around, the buzz, it's a happening event. One of the big announcements here at Jenkins World though, as well as at the DevOps Enterprise Summit in Las Vegas, what we call a simultaneous event, was the announcement of DevOps Institute's survey, which is kind of the DevOps Skills survey, but it has a real name, the official title.
So the real name is Upscaling the Enterprise DevOps Skills Report. And so massive research project, really trying to identify what skills individuals should be grooming and what skills organizations should be hiring.
Absolutely. And forgive me because I just jumped right into that.
I understand that. That's great. We're excited about it. Yeah.
My guest to my right here is actually my partner and co-founder at DevOps Institute, as well as my friend, Jayne Groll Ray.
Yes.
Fair?
Well, most don't know the Ray, but yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Jayne
Groll. Yeah, that's awesome.
Coming all the way from Florida, along with me here to Nice, France. So, Jayne, this is big news. It really is a big research project. We have a real-life bona fide analyst who's going to be kind of conducting the research and analyzing the results. Former Forrester analyst Evelyn
Orlick.
And we should mention that the survey is sponsored, or partially sponsored at least, by the folks at Electric Cloud. Are they platinum sponsor?
They're the platinum sponsor, and CloudBees, who's
CloudBees, yes,
is our gold founding sponsor, and really excited about their support because I think they recognize how important it is for us to understand skills in a digital transformation world.
Yep. So Jayne, upskilling, it seems to be a hot buzzword these days. We've got frankly, a lot of DevOps Institute wannabes out there, jumping on the word that you put out. But we've been hearing the word a lot. But maybe some folks in our audience aren't familiar with what we mean by upskills.
So when we start to look at skills necessary for the digital divide, many in IT, if you're a developer, now need to become what we call a T-shaped individual, right? So you may need to become a test-driven developer. And so the stem of the T, we've been encouraging T-shaped people for a while. The stem of the T is probably pretty clear, right? I'm a developer, I'm an infrastructure engineer, I'm a security practitioner. So that stem is probably pretty clear, both to the individual and to the organization. The breadth of knowledge that is necessary for the top of the T and really to become multidimensional, it's not so clear, right? So we tell everybody they need to upskill, right? They need to increase their skills, they need to be more broad-based in their knowledge, but it's not really clear what they should learn. And some of it's going to depend on their role, some of it's going to depend on their organizational need, right? So what skills do I need depending on my role, and what skills should I be aiming for, and more importantly, what skills should organizations be hiring, and how do you know? So we said, instead of my figuring that out or you're figuring that out or some broad base, let's do some research around this. So we retained Evelyn Orlick, who was a Forrester analyst for over 12 years. So she's a data scientist. We opened up a huge community survey that'll be open till December 7th. So we want everybody in the IT community to really go out and share with us what skills they have, what skills they think they need. Organizations that really get more than 20 people to complete the survey, we'll even give them a snapshot of their organizational skills gap. But how do we understand what the skills gap is? And what do we do about it? So it's a really important project, and we're really excited that we call it the Upskilling Project.
Right.
But really, it is about enterprise DevOps skills. And what are they?
Yep. Jayne, I know there's some people watching this out there and saying, oh good, just what the world needs, another DevOps survey. We have the DORA Accelerate, we have the Puppet State of DevOps, we have this one and that one, and DevSecOps. But, we spoke about this before we decided to launch the survey. There really isn't any survey that's looking at what are the skills and where is the skill gap that we see. We see salary surveys, right? What do you get paid for a certain skill level, if you will? But we don't really, it's a blind spot.
It is really a blind spot. So there's some awesome reports out there, right? The 2 State of DevOps reports, there's DevSecOps reports, and most of those look at it at the organizational level. What are the high performing organizations doing to be able to cross that transformation? We don't really look at the skill level, and skills are not just individual, skills are organizational. So if you're going to be high performing, what skills do you need to get there as an organization? And from a career perspective, we know there's a huge talent gap right now, and that many organizations are hiring. So how do we fill that talent gap with the right skill sets at the individual level, and how do individuals grow their careers? And so the results of this survey, the survey is the first step, right? The report is going to be backed by data. And I think that's the most important part of this project, is that the analysis that's going to come out in February is really going to be based on data coming from the community. And I think that's something I'm really proud of.
I agree. I think we should all be proud of it. Jayne, we really didn't say, people out there, you want to help us, take the survey. How?
So you can go to the DevOpsInstitute.com website, and on our homepage there's a link to the survey. And so again, we do encourage you to do that. If you're here at DevOps World, Jenkins World, the link to the survey is in the mobile app. I know Electric Cloud has a link on their website to be able to take the survey. So there's lots of different ways to do that. And again, let me repeat this because I think it's really important. If 20 or more people from a single organization complete their survey with email addresses from that organization, we will create a custom snapshot of their skills gap. So go find the survey. You can look on Twitter, you can look on LinkedIn, lots of different ways to find that.
Excellent. Jayne, beyond the survey, DevOps Institute is here as a exhibitor, sponsor. You're speaking.
I am.
What do you think of Jenkins World so far?
So having been at Jenkins World US and seen kind of that buzz, the European edition, if you want to call that, this first European conference, fantastic. I mean, the energy is really here in terms of engagement. We did a DevOps Leader, one of our partners delivered DevOps Leader here for the past 2 days. 20 people went through it. And so 20 individuals are now bringing that knowledge back to their organizations.
Fantastic.
Right? So we see this uptake inside the organization. And we're an association at DevOps Institute. So member base, we're really trying to serve the community. Anyone wants to join the community, it's for free, so go to our website and do that. But we look at supporters like CloudBees, we look at supporters like Electric Cloud, we look at the traffic that we've seen here. It's just been incredible.
To me, the real kind of proof in the pudding is, you do a show in San Francisco, you can get 1,000 or 2,000 people to show up, and 80% of them live within an hour or two of San Francisco. Yeah. I mean, it's just that critical mass of people. When you look at this event, and there's, 700, 750 people here, I would venture to say that a small percentage live in Nice or the surrounding area. These are people who really went out of their way, right? And have traveled in some cases a considerable distance to participate. And to me, that they're willing to do that in this age of virtual and do it from your desktop is really that's the proof in the pudding for me.
Absolutely. I've talked to people from Romania, I've talked to people from France, I've talked to people from Italy, Spain, all throughout Europe. A couple of people
London.
Came over, and of course from the UK. So it's been a very, very diverse, I would say, EMEA community, and the curiosity is tremendous, despite the fact that we don't necessarily have the same culture or whatever. DevOps is global, Alan.
Oh, no doubt about it. And you and I have the passport stamps to prove it. I think on that note, we'll call it a day. Jayne Groll, CEO, co-founder, DevOps Institute, here with me at Jenkins World, DevOps World in Nice, France. This is Alan Schimmel for DevOps.com and DevOps TV. Have a great day, everyone.